What is database? A database is an organized collection of structured information or data that is typically stored electronically in a computer system. The data in a database is usually controlled by a software system called a database management system, that is DBMS. DBMS provides a way to store, organize, retrieve, and manipulate data in a database. Databases are designed to facilitate the storage, retrieval, modification, and deletion of data, and they are often structured to allow for rapid search and retrieval of information by computer programs. Databases are typically organized into tables, which contain columns and rows of related data, allowing for easy processing and retrieval of information. Together, the data and DBMS, along with the applications that are associated with them, are referred to as a database. In summary, a database is a system that stores, organizes, retrieves, and manipulates structured information or data controlled by a database management system and is typically stored electronically in a computer system. Question number 2. What is DBMS? So, DBMS stands for Database Management System, which is a software system that facilitates the creation, organization, and management of databases. A DBMS serves as a interface between a database and its end users or programs, allowing users to retrieve, update, manage how the information is organized and optimized. A DBMS determines how data is stored and retrieved, as well as addressing issues such as security, accuracy, consistency among different records, response time, and the memory requirement. The system is designed to manage the organization of data in a database and allow users to perform various operations on that data, such as searching, updating, and deleting records. In summary, a DBMS is a software system that facilitates the creation, organization, and management of databases, serving as an interface between database and its end users or programs, and determining how data is stored and retrieved while addressing issues such as security, accuracy, and consistency. Question number 3. What is SQL? Answer: SQL or SQL or Structured Query Language is a domain specific language primarily used in programming for managing data stored in relational database management system. This is definition 1. It is designed for querying data contained in a relational database and is particularly useful in handling structured data which incorporates relations among entities and variables. SQL is a set-based declarative programming language, which means it is not an imperative programming language like C or BASIC. However, extensor to standard SQL add procedural programming language functionality such as control of flow constructs. SQL can also set permissions on tables, procedure, and views. Although SQL is also ANSI ISO standard, there are different versions of SQL language. However, to be compliant with the ANSI standard, all versions support at least the major commands such as select, update, delete, insert, where in a similar manner. In summary, SQL is a language designed for managing data stored in a relational database management system, primarily used for querying data contained in a relational database. It is a set-based declarative programming language that can also support procedural programming language functionality such as control of flow constructs. Additionally, SQL can set permissions on table procedures and views. Question number 4. What is PL/SQL? Answer: PL SQL is a programming language designed specifically for Oracle database development. It is especially designed for Oracle database development system. It is a procedural language that can execute SQL statements within its syntax, making it an ideal language for managing and manipulating data in Oracle database. PL SQL programs units are compiled by Oracle database server and stored inside the database, and both PL SQL and SQL can run within the same server process, providing optimal efficiency. One of the benefits of using PL SQL is that it is a standard and portable language for Oracle database development. If you develop a program that executes on an Oracle database, you can quickly move it to another compatible Oracle database without any change. PL/SQL has many features that can save designing debugging time, and it is consistent in all environments. It enables developer to write compact code for manipulating data, similar to how a scripting language like Perl can read, transform, and write data in files. In summary, PL/SQL is a powerful language for Oracle database development that enables efficient manipulation of data and provide consistency across different environments. It is a standard and portable language that can save time in designing and debugging, and it is specifically designed to embrace SQL statement within its syntax. Question number 5. What is difference between SQL and PL SQL? SQL, or structured query language, is a standard language used for creating, manipulating, and retrieving data from relational databases. On the other hand, PL SQL, or procedural language extension to SQL, is a procedural language that extends SQL and provides it with procedural capability. Here are some key differences between PSQL and PL/SQL. Purpose. First, purpose. SQL is a data-oriented language used for selecting and manipulating sets of data. PL/SQL, on the other hand, is block-structured procedural language used to create applications. Syntax. SQL uses a declarative syntax to interact with database. It is primarily used for querying, inserting, updating, and deleting data. PL/SQL, on the other hand, uses a procedural syntax that allows developers to write complex programs that involve conditional statements, loops, and exception handling. Third, execution. In SQL, each statement is executed one at a time. In PL/SQL, the statements of a block are passed to Oracle engine all at once, which increases processing speed and reduces network traffic. Fourth, platform. SQL is a language that is widely used across different database management systems such as Oracle, MySQL, and SQL Server. PL/SQL, however, is specific to Oracle's database management system. It is specific to Oracle's database management system. In summary, SQL is a language used for interacting with databases, while PL/SQL is a procedural language that extends SQL with procedural capabilities, allowing developers to create complex applications within the Oracle database system. Question number 6. What is RDBMS? A relational database management system is a type of software that allows users to create, update, manage a relational database. A relational model on which RDBMS is best was developed by Edgar F. Cott at IBM San Jose Research Laboratory. Most commercial RDBMS utilize a structured query language to access the database. SQL is a language designed to manage relational databases and is used for tasks such as adding data, querying data, and modifying data within the database. In summary, an RDBMS is a type of software that allows users to create, manage a relational database using SQL. What is a database table? Answer is a database table is a fundamental component of a relational database system that organizes data into a structured format of rows and columns, forming a grid-like structure. Each row represents a record and each column represents a field containing a specific type of data. The interaction of each row and columns forms a single cell which contains a specific value of data. In Microsoft Access, a well-designed database typically contains several related tables. Each table stores data about a particular subject, such as employees or products, and has its own set of records and fields. In a SQL Server, the configuration of server, all its tables are stored in a set of special tables known as system tables. However, users cannot directly query or update the system tables. Instead, the information in the system table is made available through system views. In summary, a database table is a structure that organizes data into rows and columns, forming a grid-like structure that represents a particular subject. The intersection of each row and column forms a single cell which contains a specific value of data. Question number 8. What is a query? Answer is a query is a request for information, often expressed in a formal way. In computer programming, a query refers to retrieving information from a database by writing a set of predefined code to make database understand the instruction. A database query can be either a select query or an action query. A select query is a data retrieval query, while an action query asks for additional operations on the data, such as insertion, updating, or deletion. What is subquery? Question number 9. A subquery, also known as an inner query or inner select, is a query within another query. The subquery is executed first before the outer query, and the result of subquery are used by the outer query to further process the data. Subqueries are commonly used in SQL to perform complex queries and can be used to find specific values, filter results, and aggregate data. It's worth noting that many SQL statements that include subqueries can be alternatively formulated as joins. The syntax that uses of subqueries can vary depending on the database management system being used. What are the types of subqueries? Question number 10. According to the web search results, there are several types of subqueries in SQL. One type is a scalar subquery, which returns a single value or a row and column. Another type is independent subquery, which can be evaluated as if it were an independent query and its results are substituted into outer query. Multiple row subqueries return multiple rows as output, while multiple column subqueries return multiple columns as output. Correlated subqueries are subqueries that depends on outer query and can be used to filter results, join tables, or calculate aggregate value. Finally, nested subqueries are subqueries within other subqueries and can be used to perform complex queries involving multiple tables and conditions.